How do we use a past participle? Well, the only reason why we have a past participle is so that we can combine it with the auxiliary to have. We have studied the verb to have. ¿Cómo dice to have?
Tener.
Tener. But the auxiliary to have is haber, okay, which is different, right? The auxiliary to have is haber, and it's called the auxiliary because it needs to be used with a past participle in order to get the construction known as the compound or perfect. It's also known as the perfect tense when you're studying tenses, depending on what tense you use haber. In this case, we're going to do the present tense of haber. So haber is the auxiliary to have, as in when you say to have done something, to have worked, to have lived, because the regular past participles in English are going to be the ed ending form of the verb. In English, the regular past participle is the ed. Have lived, have studied, have tried, right? All those eds, those are. But then in English, you have irregulars too. I have spoken, I have gone, I have done, I have said. See, all those are irregular. Present participles in English are going to be the ing ending form of the verb. Right? I am studying, right? I am traveling, right? And the present participle in English is going to be the form of to plus the verb. To eat, to run, to jump, to do whatever, right? So the compound. The compound is going to be haber plus a past participle. What you do is you conjugate haber. Has, ha, hemos, and han. And then again, this you combine with a past participle. For yo, as for tú, usted, él, ella, and also it. For a, nosotros o nosotras. For hemos, and ustedes, ellos, and ellas. For an, that should have been an. Okay? So to speak is?
Hablar.
Hablar. And if you say I am speaking, you would say? Yo estoy hablando. And I have spoken? Yo he
hablado.
Yo he hablado. I have spoken. Yo he hablado. Right? Now H is silent. Yo he hablado. You have spoken? ¿Cómo dice you have spoken?
Tú has hablado.
Has hablado. Formal, you have spoken?
Usted ha hablado.
Usted ha hablado. He has spoken?
Él ha hablado.
Él ha hablado. Correcto. She has spoken?
Ella ha hablado.
Ella ha hablado. Correcto. We have spoken? Nosotros hemos hablado. Es correcto. You guys have spoken?
Ustedes han hablado.
Ustedes han hablado. They have spoken?
Ellos han hablado.
Everybody has spoken?
Todos han hablado.
Todos han hablado. Nobody has spoken? Nadie ha hablado. Nobody is speaking? Nadie está hablando. Nobody is speaking. Nadie está hablando. Nobody's going to speak? Nobody is going to speak? Nadie va a hablar. Hablar. Nadie va a hablar, which is different than nobody is speaking. Nobody is speaking. Nadie está hablando. Right? Nobody is speaking. Nadie está hablando. Nobody is going to speak. Nadie va a hablar. Nadie va a hablar. Nobody wants to speak?
Nadie quiere.
Nadie quiere.
Quiere, that first one. Nadie quiere
Hablar.
hablar. Nadie quiere hablar. Nobody can speak?
Nadie puede hablar.
Nadie puede hablar. Nobody likes to speak?
Nadie
A nadie
le gusta hablar.
A nadie le gusta hablar. A nadie le gusta hablar. See, these are the basic actions. This is it. 7 basic actions. Right? Nobody has spoken?
Estado. No, hablado.
Okay, so nobody has spoken again is nadie
Nadie
ha
ha
hablado. Nobody has to speak?
No. Nadie tiene que hablar.
Mm-hmm. Nadie tiene que hablar. All right, sounds a little tricky, but we're just doing and dealing with the 7 basic actions that we need in order to be able to express ourselves in past, present, and future.